आपका स्वागत है। कार्यक्रम हैं फोकस नतीजे कंपनी ने अपने पेश किए हैं। कंपनी के चेयरमैन और एमडी एचके मित्तल हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं, उनसे करते हैं बात। मित्तल साहब, स्वागत है आपका। अगर हमें बता सकें फ्रेट ट्रेड्स का क्या हाल रहा है फोर्थ क्वार्टर में? यहाँ पर आपका नेट प्रॉफिट थोड़ा हल्का होता हुआ दिखाई दिया है चौथी तिमाही के दौरान, और उसकी क्या वजह रही थी?
मैं आपको जरा करेक्ट कर दूं, मैं कंपनी का चेयरमैन मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर नहीं, एचके मित्तल नहीं, मैं अतुल अग्रवाल हूं। मैं कंपनी का जॉइंट मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर हूं। हाँ जी, अब आपका क्वेश्चन पूछिए।
आपके प्रॉफिट्स में कुछ डैम्पनेस देखने को मिली है अग्रवाल साहब, उसकी खास वजह और साथ ही साथ फ्रेट रेट्स कैसे रहे हैं चौथी तिमाही में?
जी, जहां तक जी हमारा पिछले साल का लाभांश जो प्रॉफिट रहा है वो जरूर कम रहा है उसके पहले साल के कंपैरिजन में। इस साल हमारे जो जहाज के हर 2.5 साल में जो ड्राई डॉकिंग होते हैं, इस साल के काफ़ी 5-6 जहाज हमने ड्राई डॉक किए हैं ड्यूरिंग द ईयर, जिसमें हमारे 54 करोड़ रुपए खर्च हुए हैं। और इस साल हमारा कुछ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज ट्रांजैक्शंस में भी हमको कुछ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज लॉस बुक करना पड़ा है, रफली 10-11 करोड़ रुपए। और हमारा इंटरेस्ट और डेप्रिसिएशन भी इस साल 10-12 करोड़ रुपए उसके पहले साल के बनिस्बत में ज़्यादा बुक किया है। तो इस साल हमने थोड़ा कंसोलिडेशन किया है कंपनी के प्रॉफिट्स का और कंपनी के ऑपरेशंस का। हमने 2 सिंगल हल के टैंकर्स ड्यूरिंग द ईयर हमने फेज आउट किए हैं और एक नया जहाज खरीदा है। फ्यूचर तो ऑब्वियसली हमें अच्छा ही लग रहा है और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आगे चलते हुए तीसरे और चौथे क्वार्टर में फ्रेट रेट टैंकर्स के काफ़ी अच्छे रहेंगे। और हमारा इस समय आजकल मेन तवज्जो जो है वो ड्राई बल्क टैंकर्स के और ड्राई बल्क वेसल्स पे है, जो हमारी सिंगापुर सब्सिडियरी में है। वहाँ पे फ्रेट रेट्स काफ़ी मजबूत और काफ़ी अच्छे हैं। वहाँ पे हमने काफ़ी एक्सपेंशन किया है। तकरीबन हमने वहाँ पे 7 जहाज खरीदे पिछले 6 महीने में, जिसमें से 4 हमारे पास डिलीवरी हो गई है और अगले 3 जहाज हमको 1 महीने में डिलीवरी मिल जाएगी, जिससे हमें काफ़ी फ़ायदा होगा।
यहाँ पर किस तरह की टनेज आगे देखने को मिल सकती है करंट फिस्कल में सर?
हाँ जी,
किस तरह की टनेज, किस तरह का आप माल यहाँ पर टू एंड फ्रो ले जा पाएंगे इस करंट फिस्कल में?
देखिए, करंट फिस्कल में सिंस हमारे कंपनी की टोटल कैपेसिटी जहाज़ों की काफ़ी बढ़ रही है, स्पेशली ड्राई बल्क में, जहाँ पे हमने जैसा कि अभी आपको बताया कि हमने 7 जहाज खरीदे हैं, तो हमारी वहाँ टनेज काफ़ी बढ़ गई है। तो जो टोटल हमारा जो माल का ट्रांसपोर्टेशन होगा वो सब्सटेंशियली बढ़ जाएगा। तो हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि हमारा प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी और टॉप लाइन दोनों काफ़ी ग्रोथ होगा।
सर, यहाँ पर अगर हमें बता सके कि आगे जाते हुए फ्रेट रेट्स की स्थिति कैसे रह सकती है? आपने कहा ड्राई बल्क में अच्छा खासा इजाफा देखने को मिला है, किस तरह का दायरा या फिर कितना अपमूव आ सकता है करंट लेवल से?
जहाँ तक ड्राई बल्क के फ्रेट रेट्स हैं, उसमें पिछले 1 साल के अंदर जो इजाफा हुआ है वो तकरीबन 100% हुआ है। तो उसका जो सारा फायदा है वो हमको इस साल में जरूर मिलेगा।
जी, और यहाँ पर सर फाइनली अगर एक आउटलुक दे सके आने वाले साल के लिए, किस तरह की ईपीएस की एक्सपेक्टेशन हम करें?
फिगर्स तो इस वक्त मुझे बताना बड़ा मुश्किल होगा, पर यस, हम उम्मीद कर रहे हैं कि हमारे बॉटम लाइन में और ईपीएस में सब्सटेंशियली सुधार आएगा।
शुक्रिया अग्रवाल साहब हमारे लिए समय निकालने के लिए।
And in case you missed all the action, the new all-time high for the Sensex is here. It's been a marvelous Monday for us. Welcome to your stocks and at the markets, and we'll take up your stock-specific queries. But in the meanwhile, India Earnings Boardroom time, and we have with us Mr. Atul Agarwal. He's the Joint Managing Director of Mercator Alliance. He joins us from our Mumbai studios. Mr. Agarwal, thanks very much for joining us. Sir, walk us through this quarter. What has led to these hit on margins?
Actually, this year our profits have been lower as compared to last year. This year we have spent on consolidating gains of the earlier years. During the year we have phased out 2 of our single hull tankers and we have inducted 1 new double hull tankers. We also dry docked a lot of our vessels during the year. You would note that the extra expenditure on dry docking during the year was roughly 54 crores of rupees. And we have also taken some hit on the foreign exchange fluctuation and higher outgo on account of interest and depreciation. has taken its toll.
Yeah.
But the outlook for the future appears quite decent and good.
Fair enough. What have been the charter costs and what has been the forex loss that you've clocked this quarter?
The forex loss that we have booked for this quarter is roughly 10 crores of rupees. And what had happened that not having dry docking 5 of our vessels during the year, we had to charter in some vessels for meeting our contractual obligations. That also meant higher OPEX and lower margins for us. All these put together did result in lower profits for the year.
Individually though, what sort of costs have you incurred in terms of chartering?
Incurred?
Yes.
You mean to say outgo?
Yes.
I do not have the numbers offhand, but we have incurred a substantial amount of loss on that account. Could be roughly in the region of 8 to 10 crores.
And Mr. Agarwal, do you see these expenses rising in the next quarter as well?
No, you see the dry docking takes place once in 2.5 years during for every vessels. So since we have dry docked so many vessels last year, this year obviously these vessels will not go for dry docking, and there are less number of dry dockings this year. So this year should definitely be lesser expenditure.
So what can we expect in terms of top and bottom line from you for the next quarter then?
It is very difficult for me to say because the tanker rates this year have also not been extremely good, but the future looks all right because we are getting into the winter months now. So the third quarter and fourth quarter of the year look promising. Even the paper market is trading firmer. The dry bulk sector appears extremely exciting. That is where the major growth is taking place. As you would be aware that in our Singapore-based subsidiary where we are concentrating on dry bulk, in the last 6 months we have acquired 7 vessels, out of which we have taken delivery of 4 vessels, and the next 3 vessels are likely to come in the next 30 days.
And
So
when
that
can
should
we...
see a huge upsurge.
Sure. And when can we see the listing of your Singapore subsidiary?
That is under process. We hopefully should be able to do it in the last quarter of this year. That is where I am talking about the financial year, probably roughly around October, if all goes well, which currently is.
Right. And your order book at this point in time?
Order book, you see, we have substantial orders. As you know that we have got the Tata Power transportation contract. We have got a COA from them for a period of 4 years. And even the other vessels which we have taken, we have either fixed them on long-term charter. One of them we have fixed with ArcelorMittal for a period of 2 years. So the order book looks very promising and good.
All right, Mr. Agarwal, leave it at that. Good luck to you. Thanks very much for joining us on the show. In the meanwhile, it's going extremely good for the market. There's no denying that. And what's good is that the broader market is also participating, and it's a good market breadth. All's looking well. We'll take a very quick break and we'll be back to answer your queries on the other side.
Hello and welcome to the evening edition of Your Stocks. I'm Udayan Mukherjee.
45.25. This level is pretty much likely to be scaled up maybe during this month. Another thing is that especially one particular sector, technically there are signs that there could be a bounce back, and perhaps the trigger would come from Infosys only. That is, I'm talking about the IT sector. Most of the stocks are suggesting that there could...
It's tomorrow morning, but as we say goodbye for tonight, here are some other long... Good morning, welcome to Morning Call. It's
Where shares higher. Lastly, Barclays sweetening its ABN AMRO bid. That's it from the U.S. market. Now back to Mumbai.
Thanks for that. The US markets have bounced back after a one-day snap, no problems there. And of course, you've had the bond yields in the US slipping below that 5% mark after a long time. That's part of the reason why the markets were looking so bullish out there. Bond yields going down, generally good news for stock markets. Here's the local mood out here. Devin Choksi, Hemant Tukral and Vinod Sharma on trade this morning.
Is now breaking into the green, so all up this morning. Let's take a break. When we come back, a couple of boardrooms and lots of stocks in the news this morning.
You're watching Morning Call on the world leader in business news. CNBC TV 18. Profit from it.
Time to find out what Camlin's painting this quarter.
It's the last day. It's the last day for results season. So we've got numbers from RCom, we've got numbers from Tata Motors, and markets would really be reacting to what BHEL actually yesterday indicated. Just 2 or 3 numbers, Namrata, to my mind, which really stand out and which we haven't discussed. Mercury Alliance, Namrata, those numbers are good. I mean, even if you knock off the other income which actually came out, those numbers are good. Then you got Gitanjali Gems. I was looking at the standalone numbers also. Those numbers on a standalone basis are also looking good. BHEL, Namrata, however, disappointed. Namrata, it's quite, it's quite ironical.
Because I'm wearing a dovish color, so white, and I hope the monetary policy also seems to be in that tune. Asia is recovering as we speak. Kospi holding out, and Nikkei is off its day's low as well. Back in a moment.